Good afternoon everyone. In today's lecture we will construct an ASP.NET website using LINQ. In that website I will try to cover up all the database operations using LINQ, and secondly the main stress will be on authentication work. This video will be in two parts. First part will contain the details of authentication using system.web.security library of ASP.NET, and second will be of LINQ operation on the database employee. You can construct this database by just adding new database in your database folder object in SQL Management Studio, and for the tables you can run this script. It will automatically generate the table and will populate some of the entries in it. You can get this script from textfire.in website. Okay, now starting with our work, we will construct a new website. Name it as okay. Now first, before this I want to show you some of the tables in database. We have a table, login table in it, which is main for authentication purpose. After then I will come to others table when we will come to the database operation work. In this table we have three columns. First is username, password, and third is user role. Why we have used user role? It is for the purpose to determine whether the login user is an administrator or a normal user. The user can be admin plus user also. Okay, now coming to our project. In this we will first create two folders, one for admin and second folder for user. And now we will apply some security over it. You can say we will configure security. For this, first we have to determine the authentication mode, that is forms. Then I have to add an detail for form authentication. Name ABC is the name of the cookie which will be created at the login time. Now I have to specify the login URL, that is login.asp. So we will add this in few minutes. Now I have to establish security for my folder, that is admin. I will apply that only. The admin user admin should access the folder. Authorization, and now do rules which are and deny for all other users which are not administrators. Now I will make a new, will add a new form, that is login.aspx. And we will add some of the controls to it. While configuring web.config file, you must always keep in mind that web.config file is case sensitive. this is complete. Now why I have specified this location path admin allowed to only admin user with admin role. Now if we check, if I try to view this folder in my browser, it will not open. It automatically will redirect me to the login page. So that's why we have configured this. Now this is not only the thing in security, there are many more things. Like now I have to work over this login button. Now as I have said, I will use LINQ for the database operation. So our user credential is in database. So for this I will add an LINQ file first. Why LINQ I am using? As LINQ use anonymous type, so you don't have to take care of about the data type of different objects. So I have already added a connection to this, but if you are not having connection, you can add from here. Now just drag and drop these tables and the LINQ class and just save it. Now if you will see, LINQ will contain all the tables that are in the database, and it is also preserving the relationship between these tables. And now you can see the relationship is also maintained. Now after I save this, I will code for login. So as the login is a part of security, so for this we have to import a library that is system.security web.security. Now in this login, first we will check for the username and password, that is there is any username and password with the details mentioned in text box in our login form. So for this I am using LINQ. So okay, before that I just have to create an object of data class context, which is equal to new data class context, and now I have to check in login table where login username equal to txt user.text. Okay, I have to use double comparison operator here. Login password equal to txt pass.text, and select my single pass default. What this single or default means? This is for your query of LINQ is just returning one record, then you must do this. Okay, then if I want to check data is not equal to null. If the data is not equal to null, that means the username and password is proper, otherwise response.write invalid credentials. Okay, now we will check how it works till now. Now I will try for wrong username and password. It will pop me up with a message invalid credential, and if I put correct username and password, it will pop me up with nothing because we haven't coded yet. So okay, now we have checked that our code till now is correct. So now we have to code for this if the username and password is correct. Now in .NET we have to create an authentication ticket for each authenticated user, so that the authentication information could be managed in the session. we don't use session variable here. We just use a form authentication ticket, which is from library system.web.security. So for this, I will create an forms authentication ticket. So the new forms authentication ticket. It is having many constructors. The constructor we will be using is this one. First, the version. This is always one txt username dot text, that the person who has logged in. Now we have to specify the date of expiration of cookie, that how much time a person could be remain logged in. So for that, starting from datetime.now till datetime.now.add minutes, I want person to be logging for 20 minutes, and volume persist is false, because this is for that either you want to save password in cookies or not. So we always use false here. And now for user data. Now what is the user data? User data is the role of user, that is I dot data dot login user role. Now I have this. Okay, now I will have a string that is equal to tkt. Okay, forms authentication dot encrypt. I will encrypt this ticket and put string. Now I will create an HTTP cookie. Okay, one thing I forgot, I haven't specified the path for cookie. Now for this, I will use form authentication dot cookie path. It will automatically trace the cookie path. And now I have to specify the cookie name, that will be a form authentication dot cookie name plus the value is st. Now I have to add this response dot cookies dot add. I have to add this cookie in my case. Now till now what we have coded, I want to explain you. First we will create a ticket for authentication using some of the parameters which are necessary, and after that we will encrypt the ticket and put it in a string, and then we will write this ticket into a cookie, so that the cookie so that the ticket could persist for next some time, for till the expiration of cookie the ticket should remain. Okay, now the login process isn't over yet. Now for this we have to add a new file, that is global.aspx file, application dot global application class. Okay. Now in this we will go over the event authenticate request. Now in this event we will code this, http cookie http context dot run dot user not equal to the user is null and use. Now here what I will do, I will have an first forms identity fi equal to okay, let me check this code. This code must be not equal to null. Okay, not equal to null, because we have just login. This event will be fire every time whenever the authentication process is been generated, or you can say activated. So for this I will use form authentication identity equal to form authentication identity comma the code is user dot identity Now I want and forms. Okay, now for authentication purpose I will have an authentication ticket. I will have this ticket also, that is fi dot authentication ticket, and string I want a user data equal to fi tkt dot user data, and from this I will split this in an array of role, user role, by using ud dot split, and our split character is 5, and after that I will create http context.parents.user equal to new system dot system dot security dot principal dot generic principal fi identity comma user. Now this is the code. If you haven't been properly if you are unable to understand this, you can just learn this code, because this code remains same for every website. You don't have to append it every time. This code will remain same, and after login you can redirect to redirect to my default.aspx. Okay, now I will add one default.aspx also here, and I will have one form in admin folder. That's default.aspx. If I will try to view this default.aspx in admin folder, it will automatically redirect me to the login page, because as right now I am not logged in. But if I log in, then I would be able to navigate to this page. So I will save this page. Now on default.aspx I will use this page as a redirection. In its home load I will check if user is in role admin, then, and as if user is in role user, then response dot redirect to admin / default .aspx, and if it is a user, then to user, and navigate to user data. Now our authentication work is completed. Now it's time to check whether this is working or not. As you know that you cannot navigate to the admin folder directly, but after login you could go, that is and after now you are in admin folder. This cookie will persist for next 20 minutes, so you can go to this page, but after the browser is closed, the session is over, this cookie is expired. But sometimes at the design time, and when we are working over a offline server, this cookie doesn't expire. Okay, now the things come for our database operation. We have only 4 database operations, and which are very easy when if we are using LINQ. So for this I will try to cover up all the database operations using LINQ toolbox. Okay. Now I want to show you my database tables. First we have 3 tables. First department table, second is designation, and third one is employee table. First I will show you database diagram. It will clear you more about this. I will add this 3 tables, and this. Now in this we have 3 tables. One table is department, second is designation, and employee table is having 2 fields which are referencing to these 2 primary key in these two tables. First, employee department code refers to the department code of department table, and employee designation code refers to the designation code of designation table. So we have a full relation database. So now working over it, we have to create a full-fledged database operation website. So for this, we will create a simple form like you want an employee amp number. Okay, amp number is auto generated. Amp name, and you have a text box in front of it. You have file, you have this one, you have STD, and you have this one, and you have department. And for department we will use a combo box, a drop-down list. Combo box is in Windows application, not in Mac application. And for designation, I will use a drop-down list. Okay, now I will add 4 buttons. First is for add. Update and delete and clear. Okay, first of all, our main purpose is to populate these two drop-down lists. As a form load, we will do this by creating a private function, private fill DRC. Now this goes back and fill DRP. And in fill DRP I will use to create data class context and data class context. And now I will get this of department and department code. Department select I, and now I will assign data source. This drop-down list dot data source equal to data drop-down list one dot data text field is equal to depth name, and drop down list to one dot data value field is department code, and drop down list one dot data bound. Now I will use same for data one from I in OBJ.db designation. Select I. Where is an anonymous type data? Anonymous type means you don't have to worry about the data type of the, you can say, an assignment variable or object. It will it's duty of CLR to decide whether it is the duty of CLR to decide which type of data is being assigned to it, and it will automatically convert our designation code text to the designation name. Data value field is equal to designation code and drop down list dot data. Now we will check now is our down or been populated. First I have to check for okay. Now you can see our department is filled automatically. Okay, now we will code over add, and for add we will first create an object of class TV depth equal to new TV depth k dot department. Okay, I have to enter employee details, so sorry, we have to create object of TVM and we have to add different information to it, equal to text box 1 dot text, again text k dot equal to convert to 32 text box 2 dot text, third in k dot pt equal to text box 3 dot text, and k dot department code is equal to convert dot to in 32 be a drop down list 1 dot selected value, as we have specified two columns, first the text field and value field. In value field the department code is there, so we can get department code from there, as we have to enter department code, not the department name. Okay, for this I will create a data class and text object, new data class and text object, and I will dot submit on insert and submit. Okay, I want to submit this, and now I will do obj dot submit changes. Now this will automatically add the new record into table designation. Let's open. Okay, now we will clear all the text fields. 1 dot text equal to text box 2 dot text equal to empty, and text box 3 dot text equal to empty. We will call this again and again, so we will create a module of it. Okay. Now this is the work of our employees. Now coming towards now for first we will test this one. I want to add a new name, that is Mohit, salary 35,000, city Noida, and I want to add this. Now I can check in my database that whether this entry has been submitted or not, and you can see a new entry for Mohit is made in our database. Now the things come for editing. For editing we need a grid view. For editing operation, okay, and in this I will add an auto generation column equal to false, and I will add columns in this, and bounded field. In bounded field I need just data field is name and other text equal to employee, and second I want city, where city is the council data field is equal to city, and where text is equal to city, and I want two command buttons, two link buttons. Okay, and just finish the template too. Okay, I can directly add a command field. Edit button. So new data. This should be better. Now I can check for this. If I click on, oh sorry, I haven't populated my grid view yet. So for populating grid view with entries, I have to make a new function. So I would call grid. This I will use data class context will be equal to new class context, and where data will be from I in obj.pdmps, select I, and grid view one dot data source is equal to data, grid view one dot data byte, and we will call this in our form node. Now if I run this form again, it is expired, so it is okay. Now you can see. But now if I click on edit, this will generate another, because I have code for heading, code for handling this edit event. Now I will do code. Now for this I will do a code for edit event. So I want, and data context, new data text. LINQ is very easy to use, and secondly you don't have to take care of closing and opening of connection. It will automatically do that, so it's very good to use LINQ. Okay, one thing more, I have to specify key also for this. Data key name is and number, so that I could retrieve information according to the number. Okay, now where data equal to I in obj.pdmps, where I dot number equal to number.32, that is give you one dot data keys, I dot e dot index 0 index. Now as our we will get only one record, so I will put a single or default in front of it. And now text box one dot text equal to data dot employee name. Then text box two dot text is data one dot employee salary. Text box three dot text is data dot employee city, and secondly this string also, for this is a numeric value, and drop down list one dot selected items dot find the text. For this I will use as a dot find the value sign, because from data we will have a value, department code dot system. The drawback of C#, you have to take care of each and every syntax, each and every case sensitive thing. And e dot cancel is equal to true. Okay, now if I check for this edit operation, click on edit, it will give me list details of the employee. Okay, now we will work over update. Okay, you can directly do this, you don't have to need to go for this one. Selected value, this will be a property. Yes, now it is giving correct values. On that time it was not selecting the proper department and designation. Okay. Now I have to work over update, and for an update I have to do this thing. I will create an TBM. Okay, first of all I want the data class get equal to data class, and I will create an TBM variable, and this is obj dot find first. Okay, I will give a tbh dot first, and I dot employee number. Okay, I haven't saved employee number in my form, so for this I will use a hidden field. I can use hidden field for this, and I will do one thing more. I will save an hidden field one dot value equal to data dot employee number dot toString. Now here I need employee number, so I will anything dot value. I have to convert to 32. Now this will get me and record having this employee number, and at there I will change the details equal to text box 1 dot text, and p dot employee salary equal to convert dot 32 box 2 dot text, and p dot city is equal to text box 3 dot text, and p dot department code equal to drop down 1 dot selected value, and k dot department designated code equal to drop down list 2 dot selected value, and I will do just obj dot submit changes. Okay, I have to convert them to 230. Now this work is complete for updation. Okay, and after that I will call fill grid and clear all, and in clear all I will specify for clearing of given value to value. Okay. If I want to increase salary to this much, and now if I change, if I again click on this, now the salary is updated. Okay, I want to update the city to Noida, and if I click on update, the city is updated. So you can see that how simple is our code with this LINQ. And now the last code is for deletion. In this example, I am not concentrating over validation and other thing. I am just giving you introduction to the database operation using LINQ. Okay. Now delete. Now for delete purpose, you just have to create an object, maybe data class object, and in this apply k equal to ob.tv amps where dot first where I equal to I dot apartment number equal to convert dot to entity hidden value and I want obj.tbamps.delete on submit key, and I want submit changes. Now if I would check for delete operation, now my all work is completed. So I want to delete Sahil from Delhi, and it is deleted. If I will call for grid refresh, grid and clear all, so that's why it's clear. But if you check now, there is no record of Sahil there. LINQ will only work if you have created the proper database containing all relationship and other constraints, and LINQ is very good for increasing productivity. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Have a good day. Keep learning.